This is the first update of our garden in the year 2026, and Freddy has a little bit of an extra announcement to make here.
I can walk on 2 legs now.
But anyway, yeah, he is due by the time we get everything ready to harvest. So we figured that this year would be an update on, we would be making updates on both the garden and updates on Freddy's new tadpoles coming soon.
Last year, we went from north to south, so now let's do it opposite. First, we have our watermelons here.
Yeah, we have 3 varieties of watermelon compared to the ones we had last year.
Then we have our grapes from last year, growing all the way to the tropical trees. But we won't get any fruit until next year. Above me are the pumpkins, and they are huge. This is Atlantic Giant, the largest variety in the world.
Yeah, and we already have a giant pumpkin growing on top of the broccoli. I'm not sure how big it's going to grow because I feel like it's going to obstruct growth. And then we have a second pumpkin, which is the same variety as the one we planted last year. However, it's much smaller. I don't think it got pollinated correctly.
In front of me there are 2 corns. There used to be 3, but one of them wilted where it was next to me. And in the middle is another pumpkin, this time a big moon pumpkin. And then new to our garden is melons. And these ones seem to have been dwarfed, but we hope for the best.
This part of the garden is pretty interesting. This is where, this was actually the very first planter that we built, long before I started making these updates. But as you can see, most of it is just peppers. These are bell peppers. We have some jalapenos, and look, even another pumpkin right there. I don't think it got pollinated, but it's not rotting away yet. And then a new pepper that we have this year is the habanero. We bought this from Gonzales Northgate Market. I'm not sure how well it's going to do, but we have it. The potatoes are pretty much the same. However, this year we've got 4 different colors over here. And in the north side of our garden, this is where the pumpkins used to be last year. And now we moved the zucchini right here. Unfortunately, it has been eaten up by roly-polies. And then we got cauliflower and lettuce.